What's up, Team Pryme? Hope you guys are all being safe with the quarantine and getting your bike builds done. Here's my 92 kx500. Got it back from powder coat and been pretty busy. I ended up using the RAL 6018 color, which is a really nice 90s Kawasaki green. I actually scored some of these things. These are like what the Pro Circuit team used to attach the skid plates, and had those welded on here. Got a Works Connection skid plate on there. Turned out pretty sweet. What else? Powder coated the foot pegs, got new springs. Rebuilt the forks. I got those set with my proper spring rates. I actually plan to ride this bike, so pretty stoked. I've never had a big bore kx500. It was definitely on the bucket list, so really excited about it. I'm trying to go as original as possible, so I ended up getting a K490 front tire, which came originally in 92. As far as the hubs, I did a clear Cerakote on those. Brand new spokes. A very clean set of rims that I got that were just slightly used. Here's the rear tire. All new wheel bearings, sprockets, sprocket bolts, tubes and tires, obviously. Pretty special about this bike, and probably the only modification I'm going to do right up front, is the 1989 gas tank. Those things are pretty rare and expensive if you're going to find one of those, but I was lucky to score one of those. So then I got the original bars, got those powder coated the same. As far as the turbo clamps, I ground those down a little bit smoother, kind of polished them up, did a clear Cerakote on those. Brand new head bolts here. Actually got a lot of OEM parts and just kind of laid them all out for display here, but just a lot of the bolts and the little rubber grommets for the or little covers for the throttle housing and the clutch cable, radiator louvers, the shifter. Some big bolts I didn't want to replace, so I did new zinc. So I replaced the zinc coating, or re-zinced the plating on those and polished them up. So this alone is like $61 if you bought it new, so saved a lot of money doing that. Pedals good to go. New chain. I still have to rebuild the brakes. I just did a nice media blast on that. I'm going to do a clear coat, some more Cerakote, clear coat on that, and rebuild. That's the rear brake. Couple different seat cover options. I'm still in the middle of mounting those. Want to get that one on there a little tighter. I might get new seat foam, not sure yet. So there's the original tank. It's not in terrible shape, and actually I was lucky to have the graphic on there, so that'll help kind of line up the shrouds. You can see I put this tape on there to try to figure that out. So a little more tweaking with that. Rear shock, I did a satin aluminum Cerakote on the shock body, and got that all rebuilt. That's pretty dialed there. Radiators, I had a second set, so I'm going to kind of take the best, the straightest ones of those two sets, clean them up, repaint them, maybe do a black Cerakote, not sure yet. For the engine, finally got that done. This I was kind of dreading, just it's a lot of work. I was pretty meticulous at getting everything dialed. I replaced all the bearings in the engine with the OEM, so all brand new transmission bearings, main bearings. And the crank, I ended up sending this off, and I got a Wassner rod kit, and I was really contemplating getting it balanced and I'm glad I did, since it's going to be a rider. I sent it off to Tom Morgan. It was actually the Team Kawasaki mechanic for Jeff Ward back in the day, so he knows these kx500 motors. Oh, speaking of that, this is clear Cerakoted cases also, and then the outside was just vapor blasted, so pretty clean. And then the cylinder is satin aluminum Cerakoted as well, and the head, here's just extra graphics, and may or may not put my number on, I'm not sure. And then stock exhaust, clean that up a little bit. The swing arm, and I'll do a clear Cerakote on that, and I'm currently waiting on the swing arm bearings. They'll be in this week. So yeah, still working, a little more to go. Thanks guys.